Welcome back to Secrets of Celebrities. Today we're doing a deep dive into the extraordinary rise and subtle signs of a fall of one of the most influential cultural forces of our time, Taylor Swift. From teenage country sensation to global icon, from record-breaking tours to political influence, her story is extraordinary. But every empire faces challenges. Taylor started very young, released her first album at age 16, then made bold shifts. Country to pop, pop to folk/alternative, always evolving. Her 2023-24 Eras Tour became a cultural phenomenon. She grossed more than $2 billion from the tour, selling over 10 million tickets globally, making it the highest-grossing tour of all time. Cities hosting her shows reported massive boosts in hotel bookings, restaurant spending, tourism. The term Swiftonomics emerged to describe this economic ripple effect. Taylor didn't just sell music. She sold experience, identity, cultural presence, and turned that into a business machine. The tour's economic impact is enormous. For example, in London, her shows generated an estimated £300 million in local economic activity. In Singapore, the government reportedly paid her millions in subsidies to secure concerts because of the expected economic benefit. Beyond concerts, merchandise sales soared. The Eras Tour book sold hundreds of thousands of copies in its first days. Taylor's business moves, re-recording her catalog, owning her masters, building lifestyle brand extensions, show she doesn't just ride trends, she creates infrastructure. Taylor's influence extends far beyond music. She has publicly encouraged voter registration and used her platform for social issues. Research shows her endorsement and voice have measurable effects. Counties hosting her concerts showed a blue shift, increased vote share for Democrats in the 2024 U.S. election. A Guardian article quotes U.S. voters saying, "Could Taylor Swift influence my vote?" Yes, absolutely. She represents a new model. The celebrity, not just as entertainer, but as cultural and political actor. But with great power comes scrutiny. No empire is invincible. Some of the warning signs. The novelty of her surprise drops, and grand events has begun to feel expected, less fresh. Critiques emerge: high ticket prices, resale markups, fan complaints of exclusion. Social media engagement and cultural resonance show subtle shifts. Taylor herself became subject of academic study, linking her popularity to gender attitudes and political polarization. These changes don't necessarily mean collapse, but they mean change. The girl next door turned global superstar story that worked early on is harder in 2025. Audiences now crave authenticity, vulnerability, relatability. They question polished perfection. When a brand becomes too big, too polished, it can lose touch. Taylor's image and output are still massive. But for many, the connection feels different. In a world of micro-influencers, short-form video, decentralized media, stars like Taylor compete with an entirely different ecosystem. So where does Taylor go from here? She can reinvent, shift her identity, take less conventional moves, invest in legacy. She can hold her throne, keep the empire intact, or she can gradually transition into a different kind of figure, not the dominant pop force of the moment, but a legend adapting to a new era. The key variable: how she balances power, relevance, and authenticity in a world that moves faster than ever. Taylor Swift altered music, economics, politics, and culture. She built an empire. Now, that empire doesn't have to collapse to be vulnerable. It just has to evolve. Or it risks being left behind. Thanks for watching Secrets of Celebrities. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories behind the fame. See you in the next video.